We're now going to turn our attention to how AI is being woven into every single tool that we use, including property management tools. Our next conversation is with Jonathan Kroll, the Chief Product Officer at Visitt, a company that is at the forefront of integrating AI into property operation platforms. Jonathan's perspective is particularly exciting because it shows us how AI is not just an add-on, but is becoming a core feature in the products that drive building management.
But actually, we've implemented our first AI feature even before ChatGPT was released.
This proactive approach to AI integration just shows how the industry is actively seeking to find solutions to some long-standing challenges. And what's particularly intriguing about John's work is how it's being used to enhance the tenant experience and to streamline operations. He mentions using AI for tasks like routing work orders or escalations and setting priority, which were previously rules-based systems. Now, with AI, these processes are becoming much smarter and more responsive to real-time needs. Well, I'm here with Jonathan Kroll, who's the Chief Product Officer at Visitt.
So Visitt, property operation platform or CMMS, depends. There are different multiple names for it. Basically, we provide property teams a platform to manage all the day-to-day inside buildings, whether like maintenance issues, security issues, cleaning issues, all these type of things, but including also the communication with the tenants that lives or work in the building, including amenities reservation. Everything sits under the umbrella of the day-to-day activities inside building. Mainly focus on commercial office buildings, but also a bit on industrial, bit of residential, but our core focus is commercial.
So the past year, we've seen a big uptick in generative AI. How are you looking at using generative AI in commercial real estate and kind of like property management?
Okay, so yeah, in the last year, AI became my buzzword. But actually, we've implemented our first AI feature even before ChatGPT was released. We worked with different other modules and in-house resources that we can use in order to build the first feature in the platform. But now when it's become such an accessible it's great tools out there that we are implementing what there is out there in the market right now. Basically, what we see as the most beneficial approach when it comes, at least to our world, is that there is a lot of workflows that happen today inside building, which are either simple or very manual. For example, like a routing of work orders or escalations and setting priority, which are like a rule-based if-then scenarios. That's how it was till now. And now we're utilizing AI in order to make this type of workflows much more smarter, AI-based, based on different parameters in order to enhance the experience for the tenants in the building.
Got it. So using it to kind of, it sounds like document management, kind of helping with those types of tasks.
But also work orders, tenants that creates work orders, and this type of work orders might get escalated because of negative sentiment. Some work order needs to receive higher priority because this tenant is, more angry than other tenant. So AI really helps in order to set the priority and escalate the issues.
So like customer experience, making sure that people are well supported. I guess, how are you using it internally for your own like business operations outside of are you using ChatGPT or using other tools and as part of just your normal business operations as well?
Yeah, so we mainly use ChatGPT. I think at the beginning it was something that people use it quietly, but now it's became a standard. Like, guys, we all use ChatGPT. Don't hide it. It's fine. It helps, from the smallest emails to the largest one to brainstorming. So actually, to be honest, for now, only ChatGPT, we don't have a company-wide implementation of AI yet aside of this.
How, so in terms of security, when you're talking to different clients, anytime AI, no matter what context, it's like security, lawyers, everyone's what's been your experience with both doing product research for, how you implement AI, but also too, in your own kind of operations? What's that conversation been like?
Yeah. So at the beginning, obviously, when we start using, this type of open AI platform, we're really concerned about giving them private data of customers. But what we understood from them is when you use their paid service. It's something that they are not using private data in order to enhance their models. But on top of that, what we did is just encrypting the data, not providing personal details of customers, but just sharing information that is allowed to be shared there. So that's how we overcome it. Make sure that we can make sure that our customers and their private details will not be shared externally with third-party tools. And dealing with customers is that when you comply for the higher standards, SOC 2 and this type of, so it's provide a benchmark that's also, if you're utilizing AI, so you're fine, because we are being tested also on AI today, and we are still with these standards of security, so it's fine.
And in the next 5 years, where do you see the biggest benefits to AI? Is it in the predictive modeling and valuations? Is it operational efficiency? Is it building automation? Where do you kind of see that kind of having the most impact in the CRE world?
Yeah, it's hard to guess, let's say, and you mentioned multiple. It can be in all of the above. Let's say I can speak only mainly from our side, because we are a tool that is being used by the people inside the building. We're not sitting in the back end. The people that operates the building use us. I believe the way I see it, it's not mainly from the biggest stuff. The day-to-day activities, you can streamline the type of workflow that I just mentioned, from the routing of the workload, the escalations, things like that, or even streamlining the day-to-day activities, helping them creating a work order in 2 seconds, help them to automatically answer a tenant which is angry using the AI. This type of simple stuff, I think that they are the ones that will really help practically in the next 5 years at least.
Got it. And I guess from AI adoption internally, what would you say a percentage of the people that use AI, and of the people that don't, what would you say their biggest challenges, or what their biggest reason why they're not?
And we're speaking about ChatGPT now?
ChatGPT, or just when you're hearing that we're going to use it, either ChatGPT internally or different AI models, what's kind of that let's hold off, or I'm not ready for that?
Yeah, I think in every product there are early adopters for it. ChatGPT is different because it was adopted so drastically in a short amount of time. So from the people that in the company that are not currently use it, is the type of people that they like the way they do things today. That's how they write email, that they search Google to find answers. Really, that's what they feel. They don't want to change they're very used to it. Old habits die hard. So that's the type of people. And the more curious one, the more tech savvy ones, they are the ones that very curious and adopting it.
So one last thing, are there any amazing features we should look out for on Visitt coming up that the audience would be interested in?
Yeah, I mentioned here a lot AI-based workflows. So we are going to release more stuff like that, whether it's as I mentioned, more escalations type that we believe our users or the people that operate the building need to get aware of. And also when it comes to help them just to prioritize their tasks using AI. So this is a feature that we're currently working on. And also analyzing all the feedback they get from their customers, from their tenants, in order to give them a more accurate feedback, image of what's the sentiment when it comes to their customers, also using it.
Yeah, sentiment analysis is a big one. You got to find the angry customers versus the happy ones.
In our case, it's hard because most of the requests that are being submitted are, negative sentiments. People are complaining about something, but that's why it takes, much more work in order to extract things and make.
No one reaches out to support to say, you're doing a great job.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Jonathan. I really appreciate your time, and best of luck. All right. Thank you.